GetLowered, thanks again for tuning in to yet another video. Infamous coming at you live from the West Coast, yet again, San Jose, California. So let's get into the topic of today's video. I was asked, hey, can you finally give us some feedback on what you believe about or the overall look of the new Road Glide CVO, the 121 VVT. I was very, I was very upfront about the new fairing, the new shark nose fairing on the CVO. I wasn't a fan, but same thing with the Lowrider ST. I wasn't a fan of that fairing. And once I saw it in the gunship gray, and then I saw it in person, my opinion turned around. All right, it did a 180, and I absolutely love the way the Lowrider ST looks. So now that I've seen this one in person, the Road Glide CVO, the 121 VVT, I was asked, hey, what do you think about it now that you've seen it in person? Do you still feel the same way? And yes, I still feel the same way. I don't like this fairing. I don't like the CVO Road Glide. The Street Glide looks absolutely beautiful, 100%. I like the new fairing, but the Road Glide is, I just don't like it. I don't like the one-piece headlight. I don't like the shape of it. It's just overall, I especially don't like the lowers or the spoiler on this. I mean, it looks like it's incomplete. Look at the way it just ends abruptly right here. I mean, you're telling me that Harley couldn't have blended this in, or at least paint the radiator spoiler, or whatever you want to call this, the radiator. You guys could have at least painted this the same color. That way it looks like it's a one piece. But I'm just not a fan of the way it looks, okay? As far as the saddlebags, the fuel tank, a lot has changed. Now, you might not be able to see it here in the images, but you see this in person, you could obviously tell that it's changed. You can see the chopped saddlebags. The saddlebags, they also taper in. You can see right here how it tapers down towards the rear of the bike. Looks a little bit more modern, a little bit, a little bit more sleek in my opinion. And like I said, you also have the chopped saddlebags. It just changes it. We've been seeing the special for so many years, and we've been seeing the standard for so many years, decades. It's nice that they've finally, changed it up a little bit. And I think overall, the look of it, it's a welcome change overall. And then, of course, the new shape of the tank. It's a little bit more rigid around the corners. It just looks a little bit more modern instead of, just being, the old school, what we're used to for the last 3 decades. Or longer than that. Anyways, probably 5 decades. 5, right? 3 to, I'd say 3 decades. The overall look of it's fantastic. I'm talking about the Street Glide, of course. The Road Glide, I'm just not a big fan of the way this looks. But I saw the Whiskey Neat in person. I wasn't aware that it had this much detail in it. There's actually like a highlighted. You can see it right here. You have to see these bikes in person. Seeing these on the images and on the internet doesn't really do it any justice. But has my opinion changed of the Road Glide? No, I think still it's an ugly fairing. I'd rather much get the this one. I don't know, but you guys can leave your comments down below. Let me know what do you guys think. You guys like the second gen? I think this is the second gen shark nose fairing, or do you guys like the CVO, the new 121 VVT? I'm just not a fan of it. Okay, so talking about the ST or the Road Glide standard, can you do things to it? I touched upon this on the other video as far as, the overall price of this bike, $42,000. I believe it's a solid deal. But can you build something better than this? And the answer is yes. You can. You can build your Road Glide. So many aftermarket options out there. I don't really want to get into it, but because I already have a whole video into building your own CVO. You could do that, but at the end of the day, you could add, of course, $6,000 worth of suspension like this, inverted forks with Kraus. You could add a +2 on the length, so you could get more lean angle. which is really quite nice. Of course, this is going to be far beyond better than the 121 VVT. You have this is by far a better suspension, but like I said, you can add 7,000 on the front end. Plus, of course, you could also add the performance, because you do have a 117 on the ST, on the Road Glide ST. That's another $1,500 plus the tune. We're talking about, you know, $600. So I mean, all of that, and you still don't have what the CVO offers, which is, of course, you know, I don't really want to get into it too much, but of course you have the performance, the 121, the VVT, ride modes. You also have, of course, the CVO wheels. You also have the 12. How big is this display? 12 inches. So I mean, and then you also have, of course, the audio. There's a lot to offer here. You also, like I said, you also have water cooling, liquid cooling in this, inverted forks. So, and then of course you also have that beautiful exhaust on here already. You know, there's a lot here already for $42,000 that you don't get with the ST. And like I said, you could add all of this stuff. You could add thousands of dollars worth of upgrades to make your ST or your standard or whatever you got, you know, make it handle and perform better than the CVO. But at the end of the day, your standard or your ST or your special is only worth $24,000, $29,000, $30,000. You know, that's all it's worth right here. This is the number. You could add $10,000 worth of goods, $15,000 worth of goods to get it to perform like a CVO, but it's only worth $30,000. That's it. And then as the years go on, of course, it's going to lose its value. And all that, you know, the stage 2 that you added, the inverted forks that you added, the, you know, the tune and all that other stuff that you added to it, it's only going to be worth this. As far as the CVO, on the other hand, you know, not adding inverted forks, not adding, you know, stage 2 or whatever the performance, that's, you know, that's what it's going to be worth. It's going to be worth CVO money. So, you know, it is what it is. I'd say if you're looking at, you know, getting the CVO, it's a good option. I just don't know how the VVT is going to hold up. I would wait probably 2 years before buying a 121, and yeah, I would wait. And by the time, of course, some of these other guys that have bought the 2023, they're probably going to be in the used market, and you'll probably save about, you know, $5,000 to $10,000 because of just the markups right now for these bikes. You know, they're high in demand. I spoke to my local dealer, and they said that these bikes are selling quick. As soon as, you know, as soon as it arrives on the showroom floor, it's pretty much sold. These are how high in demand these bikes are, these CVOs. So I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments. What do you guys think overall? New fairing. I also wanted to just, you know, put one more thing in here before I sign off. These videos aren't scripted. They're just off of the top of my head. And, you know, for myself, if I was buying a Road Glide, I would definitely buy this over the CVO just based on looks. I don't see myself selling the bike at all. But as far as what I would do, I would get, of course, not the ST. I would just get the standard. I would get the standard, and then I'd get the chin spoiler from Advan Black. You could color match it. You guys can see it's $350 for Vivid Black. This, you know, the ST or the standard, whatever Road Glide with the chin spoiler looks better than this, in my opinion. Okay, that looks hideous. I think Harley should definitely color match this or do something. I don't know, but I would 100% go with the old Road Glide, the standard of the special, their ST, and then add the what is this called? The spoiler kit, the match fairing, the fairing spoiler, or the I'm not sure what this is called, the chin spoiler. It says here fairing spoiler. I would get this, go with the ST. That looks, in my opinion, that looks far better than this, but to each their own. Okay, As far as the Road Glide and the Street Glide, I'd 100% lean towards the Road Glide. Even though I like Road Glides better, I would 100% lean towards the Street Glide. Even though I like the Road Glides over the Street Glides, I think the Street Glide CVO is the better looking bike when it comes to the new 121 CVO. So you guys stay out there, stay safe. Thanks for tuning in. Ice Risk, get out there and ride. Later.